Hello everyone! Today, we are excited to teach you about the essential topic in trigonometry, the unit of circle. Let us introduce ourselves first. Hi everyone! My name is Angel Ann Inoarsua. I am a first-year student in the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology program.
And I am Majoria Abelia, also a first-year student in the Bachelor of Information Technology program.
And I'm J. Michael Clement, also I'm a first-year student, Bachelor of Science Information Technology program.
And I'm Angel Faith Tuante. Also, I am a first-year student in the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology program.
Hi everyone, this is Angel Ann Ursua, and this tutorial will be all about the unit circle. We will understand the unit circle, find trigonometric values using the unit circle, and lastly, reference angle in coterminal angles. Now, if you want to learn this fast, this is the tutorial to watch. To further understand the unit circle, let us define first what is the unit circle. The unit circle can be used to calculate the trigonometric function such as sine, cosine, tangent, secant, cosecant, and cotangent. It utilizes x and y coordinates to label the points on the circle, where x represents cosine of a given angle, y represents sine, and y over x represents tangent. Theta represents the angle in degrees or radians. Ito ang itsura ng unit circle. The unit of circle is divided into four. We have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Quadrant 1 is located in the upper right corner. So ito ang itsura ng quadrant 1. Ang quadrant 2 naman is located in the upper left corner. And ang quadrant 3 is located in the lower left corner, while the quadrant 4 is located in the lower right corner. I know some of you think that unit circle is hard, but it's not. I want to prove to all of you that learning unit circle is not hard as you think it was. Just watch this video until the end and you will see. Before we begin solving all about the unit circle, ito muna ang mga formula na dapat nating tandaan at itatak sa ating mga utak. Dahil ang mga formula na ito ay magagamit natin mamaya sa pag-solve ng unit circle. So, the first formula we have here is the sine theta is equals to y over r. And the cosine theta is equals to x over r. We must always remember that the sine is always equals to y, and our cosine is always equals to x. It's just like a vertical and horizontal, the x and y. And the tan of theta is equals to y over x, and the cotangent theta is equals to x over y. And our secant of theta is equals to r over x, and the cosecant of theta is equals to r over y. So, alam ko sa iba sa inyo is like you guys are curious what is the r. The r is called the radius. Sa pagkuha ng r is gagamitin natin ang formula na Pythagorean theorem na makikita nyo dito sa ilalim. Ito ang tsura ng Pythagorean theorem upang makuha natin ang radius ng ating unit circle. Ito ang ating gagamitin sa pagkuha ng radius, ang Pythagorean theorem. So let's proceed on solving the unit circle. So we are going to take a look at finding values of trigonometric functions using the unit circle. Well, the unit circle is really cool in terms of working with these angle measurements and the trigonometric ratios and functions because it turns out that the points on the unit circle can be used to find what those trig functions are. And here how it goes. The sine of theta. Remember, we use theta often to talk about our angle measurements is just equal to y, and that's the y coordinate on that point there. The cosine of theta is just equal to x, and the tangent of theta is equal to y over x. Okay, so we can use those along with the points that are on there to find trig ratios and trig functions for lots of these common angles, which can be really handy. So let's start with this first one, the sine 60 degree. So we can find the sine 60 degree in a quadrant 1. The sine is equals to y, so answer would be the square root of 3 over 2 because the sine is equals to y, so the answer would be the square root of 3 is equals to 2. Let's proceed to the next, the cosine of 5 pi over 3. So let's first find where the cosine or where the 5 pi over 3 is located. So we can see that makikita natin ang 5 pi over 3 is located in the quadrant 4. We must always remember that cosine is equals to x, so the x is here is 1 over 2. So our cosine 5 pi over 3 is 1 over 2. So let's proceed to the next. The tangent of 225 is located in the quadrant 3, as you can see here, 225 degree. So our tangent is equals to y over x. So let's divide both of them. So our y is negative square root of 2 is over 2 and negative square root of 2 is over 2. Let's divide them both, dividing the same thing by itself. So remember, when we do something like that, even though those are kind of crazy looking, it's just equal to 1. So the cosine of 150, okay, here is located in the quadrant 2. Our cosine is x. We must always remember that. So the answer is the negative, the square root of 3 is equals to 2. So that's our answer. Alright, let's do one more. How about the tangent of tangent of 2 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3, so let's find the 2 pi over 3 is located in quadrant 2. So the tangent is y over x. The tangent is equals to y over x. So let's divide them both. Let's divide y over x. So our y is square root of 3 over 2 and our x is negative 1 over 2. So when we get two fractions stacked on top of each other, sometimes it looks like a little scary. But remember, what this really means is the 3 over 2. So let's answer is, so to make it more simpler, let's separate them for us para hindi kita mahirapan sa pag-divide. So let's do this. Let's divide them both. And let's divide the 3 over 2, and with there on top of times 1 is equals to square root of 3. Square root of 3 is just be negative 1. I can pull that up on top, so we just have the negative square of 3. is the tangent of 2 pi over 3. Okay, so finding trigonometric or values of trigonometric functions using the unit circle right here. These things come in a very handy for us. We can use this to just pull those values for those trig function right out of these points which are on our unit circle for all of these common angle measurements. Hopefully, this video was helpful. Keep working hard on your math and I know you do fantastic. Next, let us learn and solve all about the reference angle.
Hi everyone, today I will teach you how to find the reference angle. But first, we will define what is the reference angle. So, reference angle is the angle that the given angle makes with the x-axis. So, regardless of where the angle ends, the reference angle measures the closest distance of the terminal side to the x-axis. Example, if our angle is in quadrant 2, if our given angle is the color green, then our reference angle is the angle connecting the terminal side to our x-axis. So, to solve our reference angle, if our angle is in quadrant 2, our formula is the reference angle is equals to 180 degrees minus our given angle. So, again, para makuha yung reference angle, pag nasa quadrant 2, 180 degrees minus the given angle. Next, if our angle is in quadrant 1, as you can see, our given angle is same with our reference angle. So, ibig sabihin, kung nasa quadrant 1 yung ating angles, our reference angle is equals doon sa ating given angle. Next, quadrant 3. If the angle is in quadrant 3, this is our given angle, our reference angle is the color red. This. So, ibig sabihin, to get our reference angle, kailangan i-minus natin yung 180 degrees, this part, doon sa ating given angle. So, that is given angle minus 180 degrees. Then, for quadrant 4, if this our given angle, our reference angle is the color red, yung connecting the terminal side to the x-axis. So, para makuha natin itong reference angle na to, ang formula na gagamitin natin is 360 degrees minus yung ating given angle. So, naintindihan ba kung anong ibig sabihin ng ating reference angle? So, let's have now our example. Number 1. Find the reference angle of 75 degrees. So, since 75 is in quadrant 1, right? So, that means our reference angle is equals to our given angle. So, our given angle is 75 degrees. So therefore, our reference angle is equals to 75 degrees. Next, number 2. We have 145 degrees. So, 145 degrees, we can see that in quadrant 2. So, our formula in quadrant 2, para makuha yung kanyang reference angle, is 180 degrees minus to our given angle. So, if we will use this, we have 180 degrees minus to our given angle, which is 145 degrees. So, therefore, our reference angle is equals to 35 degrees. Next, number 3. We have 210 degrees. So, 210 degrees is in quadrant 3. So, our formula is reference angle is equals to angle minus 180 degrees. Okay, so our given angle, we have 210 degrees minus 180 degrees. So, our reference angle is 30 degrees. And last, number 4. We have 300 degrees. So, 300 degrees is makikita kay quadrant 4. So, our formula is reference angle is equals to 360 degrees minus to our given angle, which is 300 degrees. So, if we will subtract it, 360 minus 300, that is equals to 60 degrees. So, this is how to find the reference angle.
Let's move on to the next. Let us learn and solve all about the coterminal angle.
We will discuss the coterminal angles. Two angles in standard position that have a common terminal sides are called coterminal angles. Ibig sabihin ay kapag yung dalawang angles is in the standard position, then yung kanilang terminal side is parehas o nag-overlap. Ibig sabihin ay silang dalawa ay coterminal angle. So, kung i-observe nyo si 45 degrees is nasa standard position since yung kanyang initial side is nasa positive x-axis and yung kanyang vertex is nasa origin. And then dito sa kanyang terminal side, yung nasa quadrant 1. So kung mapapansin nyo, bukod kay 45 degrees, yung terminal side natin is terminal side nung negative 315 degrees. Ang pinagkaiba lang is 405 degrees is nag-rotate muna siya ng isang ikot or ng 1 revolution bago nag-stop sa common terminal side nila. Then si negative 315, ang rotation niya ay is clockwise, then huminto doon sa terminal side ng 400. So, since common yung kanilang terminal side, ibig sabihin si 45 degrees, 400 degrees, then negative 315 degrees are coterminal angles. Ibig sabihin ay meron silang common terminal side. Example, find a coterminal angle between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So, yung pinapakuha sa atin is ng coterminal angles is between 0 degrees and 360 degrees lang. So, for number 1 is negative 330 degrees. Since negative yung ating angle, mag-plus lang tayo ng 360 degrees. Negative 330 plus 360, that is equal to 30 degrees. So, for number 2 is negative 435 degrees. Since negative, kailangan natin mag-plus ng 360 degrees. So, negative 435 degrees plus 360 that is equal to negative 75 degrees. Although negative 75 degrees of negative 435, kaso yung pinapahanap sa atin is between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. Ibig sabihin, kailangan natin mag-add ng another 360 degrees. Negative 75 plus 360 that is equal to 285 degrees. The number 3 is 640 degrees. Since positive yung ating given, instead of adding 360, this time magma-minus tayo ng 360 degrees. So, 640 degrees minus 360, that is equal to 280 degrees. So, this is the co-terminal angle.
Last but not the least, let us explore more all about co-terminal angle.
Hi everyone, my name is Jamal Habel. Today, I'm going to teach you how to solve the coterminal angles. What are the coterminal angles? Coterminal angles are the angles that land in the same position, but they have different angles. For example, we have an angle of 30 degrees. Now let's say if you travel around the circle, this is 90. And 90, 180, 270, and 360. This is also 390 degrees. So 360 degrees and 390 are called terminal angles, because they point to the same terminal ray or terminal side. So anytime an angle differs by 360, there will be always a coterminal angles. Notice that if you add 30 with 360, this will give you the equal terminal angle by 390. Now, here's another example. Let's say if we have the angle 150, we can also travel in the other direction and land in the same position. And this will be equal to negative 210, so 150 and negative 210 are coterminal angles. The angles are different, but they end up on the same position. So, if you subtract by 150 by 360, this will give you the negative 210. That's all.
That's it for our episode today. I hope marami kayong natutunan. So kung may questions kayo or clarification, huwag kayong mahiyang mag-leave ng comment down below. Kung nakatulong kami sa inyo, huwag niyong kakalimutang mag-like, subscribe, and share sa inyong mga friends ang video ito. See you next time and thank you for watching.